I want to talk about something with the opening scene.
Yeah.
So, because you mentioned screenwriting teachers maybe having something to say about it.
Yeah.
And the big thing that jumps out is like, okay, so they're at a Q&A. Oh, what a great way to get across exposition. No. That's not what it is. Because what it is, yes, you're finding out all these things about her career, her body of work.
If you're here, then you already know who she is, one of the most important musical figures of our time. A piano performance graduate at the Curtis Institute, Phi Beta Kappa from Harvard. She got her PhD in musicology from the University of Vienna, specializing in the indigenous music of the Ucayali Valley in eastern Peru, where she spent 5 years among the Shipibo-Canibo people.
How highly acclaimed she is, but in its coverage and in the way that it's paced and in the way that it's performed, the scene is about how people react to hearing that again.
Yeah.
You get to see how Lydia Tarr reacts on her face to hearing her praise, which is what she's made up of.
Next month, she'll make a live recording of Mahler's Fifth, which will complete the cycle and will be issued in a box set by Deutsche Grammophon just in time for Mahler's birthday.
But nowadays, white male cis composers, just not my thing.
Don't be so eager to be offended. The narcissism of small differences leads to the most boring conformity.
I guess Edgar Varese is okay. I mean, no, like, Arcana, anyway.
Oh, well, then you must be aware.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say that is her whole identity.
Especially knowing that what this movie's about is that we're going to end up going into her personal life.
Audrey Hepburn, Andrew Lloyd Webber, and of course, Mel Brooks.
And it wouldn't have worked as well if we had opened it with her conducting, because whenever there's a conductor on stage, you're not actually watching them really. You're like listening to the music, you're watching musicians, and their face is not there and you can't observe them.
Yeah, their backs to the audience.
There's no actual, or not really, an emotional connection with a conductor when you're watching them on stage. It's nowhere near like something where, like, let's say there's like a lead singer performing at a concert or something. You can actually see their face, you can see them perform the song, especially when they're looking at the audience, interacting with them. You get a sense of them, and like you can project like I like this person, they're a cool person, without knowing anything about their lives, you know what I mean? It's putting you in the world of everybody else who knows that she's a person who exists in reality, right? In the reality of the film. What Todd Field's going to show us is only what the audience in this universe and everybody who's just living their lives in the universe know of her as well. And then we'll get into her personal life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the most brilliant way to do it, because it sets you in the same reality as everybody in this universe is, in the same way that, like, if you see an actor being interviewed for press, which is what she's doing, you know, for press for whatever they're doing, you only see what they want you to see. You just see them being very agreeable, trying to be charming.
When Luli accidentally stabbed himself in the foot with the thing and died. Yeah, of gangrene. But anyway. Anyway.
Trying to be intelligent, trying to come off like they're somebody who's worth listening to, so you watch their movie, like them, see their product, because nobody's going to buy anything of something they don't like, you know what I mean? So that's why that's there, to establish that, like, we're going to have the same understanding of Tar as the audience does, except for that little bit at the beginning where you can see that she's shitting bricks backstage. Yeah.
Ready for them? Yes.
And when she puts it on, it's just like this nice little, like, okay, we know it's Todd Field giving you a little bit of, like, you know that she's a real person behind this sort of front that's on stage a little bit.